Hello, everyone. My name is Lucian. Most of you know me from Twitter as Triangle Investor. My returning guest today is Pegasus Resources CEO, Mr. Chris Timmins. Chris, welcome back.
Hey, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. It has been 2 months since our last chat. We need to update current Pegasus shareholders and, of course, the potential new ones. But before we do that, I want to hear your thoughts about status of uranium equities. Do you see correction over, or do we see more pain ahead? What do you think? Where are we now?
I don't think we see any more pain ahead. I think we've kind of hit as far bottom as we're going to get. Spot uranium prices are, moving up slowly. The contracted prices are moving up more so than the spot. So I think we're at a comfortable bottom here, and I think we're slowly working our way back up towards the $60 range, and hopefully higher going into the new year. We could be up at 80 by the time 2024 starts. We hope anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's getting better and better all the time. More contracting of uranium is coming in, more demands being created all the time. Even with the SMRs, like we're starting to see more and more projects announced, and once they start to gain traction, I think we'll be surprised at how quick they get adopted. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, that was a part of my second question. I follow your Twitter account, and you often publish interesting stuff about SMRs. Can you expand a little bit on SMRs? Do you think that they will have an important role in the future? And how do you see them fitting in the supply-demand equation?
I love SMRs. It's one of my little, you have your own little pet things that you like about certain products and certain technologies and stuff. And in mine's SMRs, I just think they're great. Like the potential for them, the uses are just so varied. I'm a big fan of the whole idea, and I really hope it gets adopted. For me, I see lots going on. We know that energy demand is increasing everywhere. And as more and more electric, everything's keep hitting the market, that demand for that baseload power is just going higher and higher. And I think SMRs are going to be a quick way for communities, industries, governments to grow that baseload power where they need it. So I think once they start getting these things rolled out, the adoption is going to be crazy and really benefit the whole industry as far as industries, I should say, as far as lower energy costs. Because I mean, if you have no energy, you have no higher energy costs mean higher everything is basically what I'm trying to say. And having the space load energy there where you need it is what SMRs are going to do for us. So whether you need heat, electricity, it doesn't matter. These SMRs can do it. I mean, we're even starting to see them talking about reviving nuclear engines in space. Like NASA wants to start launching rockets up and flying to Mars using nuclear energy. Mind you, they're smart. They're not going to turn the nuclear reactors on until they're in space. So no one has to freak out. We're not going to have nuclear reactors blowing up in the atmosphere. They've already thought about that.
yeah, definitely.
And one of my new favorite ones, though, is they're talking about shipping. I know a few weeks back, someone came up with sails for boats. That was pretty amazing. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Well, the newest one is they're going to start looking at putting small modular reactors in these transports. So now you can have endless energy for these ships going back and forth across the ocean. No more diesel fuel, no more emissions. I mean, if it gets adopted, it's going to be great for the environment. It's going to be great for everyone involved in making stuff.
But so, no SMRs. But no SMRs on our fishing boats. No.
No, I don't think I need an SMR. I don't go far enough. I got a solar panel and a trolling motor, so that works for me.
Okay. Chris, you are now entering 6 months as your role as the CEO of Pegasus Resources. I think that company is moving, not just me. I see the sentiment with your stock and with your company, and I believe that people are seeing that you are running the company in the right direction. We saw a couple of press releases in the last few weeks, and I would like to comment on them before you give us an update on your projects. First, you closed the first tranche of your private placement, right?
Yes, we did. Yep, $100,000 closed of our $300,000 placement. So it's slow going, but we're getting money in, and we're gonna get some stuff done with this cash and put it to work.
Yeah. What caught my eye is that you participate almost 1/5 of that amount was yours.
Yeah, I believe in the project. I'm more than happy to put my money into Pegasus. And this placement was a perfect opportunity to do that. So
Yeah.
that's what I did.
Yeah, it shows conviction, definitely. Second news was appointment of a new director in your company. Can you say a little bit more about who is the new director?
Noah's a great guy. He's an entrepreneur. He's an engineer. He's got great ideas. He's got a passion for mining and the mining industry. He's just someone that is a good fit for Pegasus Resources. He's a young fella. He's hungry. He's always out there looking at new projects and bringing in fresh ideas. So I think he's a great addition to us, and we'll probably see more of him in the future because he's a real go-getter, and he's got his own little startup that he's got going on the side, which I'm sure we'll hear something about in the future as well. So great addition to the team, and we're happy to have him.
So he's started already.
Yes, yeah, he came on last week.
Okay.
Yep.
The third news was the company entered in a property option agreement with Compton Mineral Corp. Can you expand a little bit on that? What this option what brings to the company? At what terms is this agreement signed?
It's Compton Mining, actually. We had to correct that in a news release. We put the wrong one originally. So Compton Mining, they've taken over, they've optioned our Garnet Lake project. And I think they're going to do great with it. They've got the right team of people. They're a private company still, so we don't, there's not a whole bunch out there about them yet. But they're a private company. They've got a great team that I've met, and I know can probably move this project forward at a pace that we never could. So we took some cash and cash and shares in their company, and we're pretty excited. If they win, it's a win for Pegasus and all the investors. And it's just one way to take some of these properties that we're not doing anything with right now and create some value for us down the road. So I think the Compton Mining is going to be a pretty exciting story. They're going to be listing. Their plans are to list on the stock exchange in 2023. Yeah. So we'll probably hear more about them, and I'll probably talk about them again as Pegasus is an investor in them, so we believe in them.
But do you have approximate timing about their IPO?
Like I said, 2023, they want to list as fast as they can. These things take time, so realistically, anywhere from 3 to 6 months from now, we should see them trading somewhere.
Okay. Chris, let's talk about your projects. Your company is one of a kind when you look at the current market cap of approximately 1 million and the fact that you have 6 projects in your portfolio. Let's begin with your focus, and that is uranium, and that is Athabasca, Saskatchewan properties. First one is Pine Channel. Please give my audience who are not familiar with that project a quick overview, and please give us the plans that what kind of work will you do there?
Sure. Pine Channel is our flagship property. It's our most advanced property, having had historical work done and some historical drilling done by different companies over the years, including Denniston Mines. We have had 4 drill holes that have hit uranium low grade on the property, all above the basement structure. So our goals are to go in and drill test this in the next 2024. So winter 2024, we plan on going in and drill testing these conductors that we have up there. We've got 2 trends that we can look at, identified through an airborne survey and a radon survey that we conducted. So we're going to get in there and we're going to go see where the uranium is and see if we can find it. we do plan on applying for permits right away here. That's going to be part of what that money from the first tranche of the private placement is going towards, is getting permitting done. So in August, we're going to start the permitting process, which involves First Nations consultations and, of course, talking with the Saskatchewan government to get permits. So we're pretty excited about it. Like I said, it's our flagship. It's our most advanced project. We know there's uranium showings there. So I think it's pretty exciting. And if the drill bit hits, we'll all be very happy over here at Pegasus Resources, shareholders and all.
Definitely. Same question for your second project, Mozzie Lake. Quick overview and plans.
Mozzie Lake is our project. We have a historical resource estimate of roughly 535,000 pounds of uranium over there. Low grade, but there's uranium there, and we're really hoping to get on there this summer, but with the timing and stuff, it's getting less likely, but I'm not going to say never at this point. We were really hoping to get over to our 3 other projects in the basin this summer, but it's just hasn't been working out that way, which is fine. We're not done working on them yet. We'll get some work done on them projects in the future. They all have very good potential, and we want to see what's there.
Yeah. What about your biggest project, Wollaston Northeast? It's your biggest project. I mean, in terms of land size.
Sector-wise.
Yeah,
for land size. Yeah, that's another one. We know there's historic boulder trains there, and so there is uranium showings on the property. There's boulder trains off the property on other land, so it's really prospective for uranium up there. And it's another one that we really just hope to get on there this year, and if not, we will definitely get on there next summer.
Yeah. And your smallest one in the Athabasca, that is Bentley Lake.
Another little project. It's north of Wollaston, and it's the same type of area. We don't have any boulder trains, lots of trends and conductor trends going through the property. So again, we hope to get on there this summer, and if not, we will be on next year.
Okay, let's move a little bit to the south. In Utah, you have Energy Sands, Project Energy Sands. It's a uranium vanadium project. What is the current status of that project, and any works, any plans for doing some work there?
We did have a short site visit. It was just a 1-day visit there. We had a geologist in the area swing by and just take a look at it and kind of give us an idea what we'd need to do there. He basically came back and said we could go in there for a 4 or 5 day mapping and probably come up with a drill program. So this is all fairly new. So we're going to take that information and consider what we can do here going into the remainder of the year. If the funds come available, we'd love to get down there and get that mapping done and then put together a drill program. So it is a past producer historically, and it's very close to Western Uranium, who has also got a producing mine just a few kilometers away from us. So it's a great area. Lots of potential, and we hope to get on that property as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there are roads nearby that property, right?
Yes, yeah, it's not far. I can't remember the exact, but there's 2 main roads. There's a main highway to the south of it, and then there's a north running road that runs along it too. So getting in there isn't going to be too hard. Typical rough terrain that you get in Utah, but other than that, she'll be good. Yeah,
but the infrastructure is great there. Let's move to your British Columbia project, Golden Project. You have what is the current status of this project, and do you have any plans for that project?
We've got 3 properties over there that are prospective for gold, lead, copper, silver. We've done work. There's been work done on them in 2020 and 2021, just sampling and mapping. We'd like to get back out there again. We're kicking around an idea of possibly doing that this summer. We're starting negotiations to see about locating crews. There is some issues finding people. Everything's so busy right now in Canada as far as exploration goes. So if we can get a crew lined up, there's a chance we'll be on that property in August. But investors keep tuned. If we get this actually figured out and going, you'll see a news release about it to update the markets and let them know what we plan to do. But we're actually excited. Like, I know it's not uranium focused, but these are great projects. And I love them. Like the potential there to find all kinds of neat uranium. I got uranium on the brain. All kinds of neat geology over there. So the potential to find some mineralization is really good. And so we want to see what that project has. And if we can just spend a few dollars and prove up the property some more and maybe look at advancing to a drill stage sometime in the future, we won't say no to it. Again, uranium's our focus, but these are great properties. We own them. Why don't we keep doing some work to them? And I mean, I'm a gold bug too, so I have a little soft spot for my gold and uranium.
Okay. That's a part of my next question. In which other commodities do you have investments besides uranium? I mean, your personal investments.
Yeah, my personal, I'm a big oil and gas fan, gold fan, and silver. I mean, gold is just a great store of wealth, and I think the potential for the future is really strong. Like gold is just, I don't see how it doesn't keep appreciating over the coming years and decades. So it's a great place to be. The markets suck, but I keep buying them. And same with silver. Silver is in everything we touch. Like there's not much out there that is technology driven that doesn't have silver involved. So I like silver. I love uranium, and of course copper is a good one too. So I love all those. And oil, as much as people want to say oil is dead, I don't see it. Like they've been calling the death of coal for over 100 years, and it's still here, and demand still growing. So what's to say oil doesn't keep doing the same thing? I don't know, but I'm betting that oil is not going anywhere anytime soon. So I'm going to keep investing.
And what about uranium companies? In which other companies do you have personal investments, if it's not a secret? Or maybe just to formulate a little bit different, what other companies do you like in the Athabasca?
In the Athabasca, I'm pretty much just invested in the big guys there. I've got a couple of I've got some shares in all the big guys, and because I believe they're all going to go up in valuation in the future. So why not have some of them? The producers, the near producers, I've got a little bit of them also. Not so many of the juniors. It's kind of a conflict of interest in my mind to be getting into them too much. So, I stick with the big guys, but there is some interesting projects in the basin, and there's some properties out there that I do keep a close eye on. And if their drilling goes good, I'll probably buy some shares.
Yeah, definitely. And what about other uranium companies that are not at Athabasca? Do you have investment, for example, in African uranium companies or Australian uranium companies?
I don't actually know. I haven't touched anything in Australia or Africa. I do keep an eye on EU Energy. Like they do have some interesting stuff going on. So that's an American one focused that I keep an eye on. But other than that, I kind of just stick to my Canadian companies.
Okay. Chris, thank you very much for this update, and I wish you luck with all your projects, and hope we will catch up sometime soon.
Thanks for the interview, and I always love talking to you. Good to see you again, and bye till next time.
Yeah, see you.